Hi, it's smilisa. Did you ever wonder how people who are unable to use their feet and legs drive? Can they even drive? Maybe they just have someone who drives them around day and night. Or maybe they just don't move at all. No. Let me tell you, they can drive and I will show you how. So first off, if you didn't know, I am disabled. I'm unable to use any muscles below my knees and I don't even feel my feet, so driving would be impossible for me. But there is an alternative, and I got my car modified in such a way that I can do everything with my hands, and I will show you. So first off, maybe it's important to say there are just two main components. We have the brake and the accelerator. So the accelerator is placed around my steering wheel and I just have to press it to make my car accelerate. The more I press, the more it accelerates. It's the same for my brake, which is placed right beside my steering wheel. Also in this case, I just have to press it to brake. And as you can see in the background, the foot part that you would normally use to brake also moves. And this is because this got modified mechanically. So in this case, if I brake, also the foot part moves, but it's different with the accelerator, because in that case, like, the foot part is just there and doesn't move at all, because in this case it was just a modification with the software. This is actually not the only way to drive your car. There are plenty of other ways. It obviously depends on where you are and where you get your car modified. It also depends on your preferences. I drove with two other guys who have their car modified, and both of them drove in totally different ways. One of them had a stick right next to the seat. If he pushed it forwards, he was accelerating, and to brake he had to pull it backwards. And the other guy had some sort of a glove. He put it on his fingers, and it depended on the movement of his fingers if the car accelerated or if it was braking. So as you can see, there are many different ways, and I bet there are many more ways to drive. So in my case, I chose this way here because I learned it when I went to the driver's license school. I learned how to drive this way. I got my car modified this way, like my first car, and now this car is also the same. So this is just what I am used to. Can anyone drive a car like this? No, they cannot. I actually have a special driver's license and I will show you, maybe not all the information, but I can show you my picture. And down here it says BS. It would usually just be B, but in my case it's B special. To get this driver's license, I first off did the theory, which I did with my friends. It was just normally, I went to the classes, I then took the exam and I passed the second time around. And then afterwards I went to a different driver's school. So while my friends stayed at the same and they just learned how to drive and stuff like that, I went to the city because they have one place there where they have these modified cars and where they are just specialized on people with disabilities and teaching them how to drive. And so I went and learned how to drive there. And as I already said, I learned to drive exactly this way. I took a huge amount of driving classes and I passed it the first time around. Yes. So yes, and this is why I can drive my car. Now, what if someone else wants to drive my car? Can they? Yes, they can, but they cannot drive it with their hands. So there is a special part that actually keeps the foot part safe. So in my case, if I drive and I have a spasm all at once where my foot goes on the accelerator, it's not that I crash somewhere, but this part in the middle is basically just keeping it safe, such that I don't do something stupid that I don't even want to do. But it can be removed and you can shut off the manual driving thing, such that the car works just normally. So you can simply use your feet and drive it as you would normally. Maybe it's a little bit strange because you have this thing here in the middle you're not used to, but it shouldn't like hold you from driving. Is there a specific car that I have to drive? Like, is there a brand that makes these cars here specifically? No, it's not. I was able to choose whatever car I wanted. All it had to be was automatic, so a car without gears. Usually here in Italy, when you get your driver's license, you obviously have to get it where you drive with gears. In my case, I never learned it because I think it would be too complex to just implement it such that you're able to drive with your hands. So my car is just automatic, and I chose this car. So what I did is I went to this car dealer. Is it called a car dealer? Yes. In the city, I went to Peugeot. This is a Peugeot. I went there and I chose my car, I chose the color, I chose whatever I wanted with my car. I ordered it, then I had to wait a few months actually, until it arrived. Once it arrived, I didn't go to pick it up, but the mechanics actually went there, took the car, and they modified it. It took them around 1 to 2 weeks, and then they brought it back modified. So when I went to pick up my car at the car dealer, it was already modified, and it's actually obviously legally modified. So yeah, it was a little expensive. It was over 3,000, but I mean, I have a car now, I can drive, so that's the most important thing, and I'm very happy about it. So obviously now I explained everything to you. I guess now we can go around a little bit and I can show you how I actually drive, right? Let's go to the fun part. Okay, that was it. Let me know in the comments if you knew that this was possible, because before my accident, I had no idea that this was possible. Like, I always thought that the parking spots for the disabled people were there because they have some people driving them there, not because they drive there themselves. Like, I had literally no idea. But I'm really happy that this exists, because otherwise I wouldn't know how to live my life. Like, I have to leave to university. What if I want to leave to go to work or something like that? Like, I would always need someone picking me up, bringing me somewhere. And this gives me so much independence, so I'm really, really glad that I have it. Oh! And this is Rudi. This is my little giraffe. I got it because I'm driving to university every day right now, and I wanted to have a friend to whom I can talk to. So I got Rudi. He fits so perfectly down here, you know, in the cup holder, because he's a little chubby. And he's just perfect. He's my best car friend. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe that you learned something new. So I hope to see you again next time. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye.